Coming up, the 2025 Dionysus Awards.
For the most thought-provoking movies of the past year, including
Best film in which character change is not all it's cracked up to be.
most moving meditation on fierce female friendship,
Best movie about religious people that makes things creepy.
the Dionysus Awards, next time on Philosophy Talk.
Listen to Philosophy Talk every Tuesday at noon on KSJE 90.9 FM, Farmington. Eleven minutes past 8 o'clock. It is Monday morning, the 21st day of July, 2025. Good morning, everyone. I'm Scott Micklin. Thanks for tuning in to KSJE 90.9 FM over the air here in San Juan County, New Mexico. If you're in Durango, Colorado, we broadcast at 103.3 FM. And if you're listening to my voice anywhere else on the planet Earth, you've gone to our website to do that, which is streaming all the time, KSJE.com, or maybe you're listening through the new KSJE app. Welcome aboard, everyone. So glad that you are with us. Also, welcome to our viewers this morning. The video of this program is streaming out live to the KSJE Facebook page and also to our YouTube channel. So welcome aboard, everyone. So glad that you've joined us this morning, because coming up, we are getting a summer update from our friends at the Central Consolidated School District. Lots of things to tell you about this morning happening at CCSD from our guests, so stay tuned. We'll be starting that conversation in the next few moments right here on KSJE. Then later on this hour, as we do on Mondays, we'll be talking about technology. It's our Monday Reboot segment coming up 8:50. And then, as you can see, Mick Hess will join us for Roving with the Arts. That's our weekday classical music program. You will hear that today at 9:06 on KSJE. Don't forget, you can also connect with us on other social media platforms like Instagram or Blue Sky or X, in addition to Facebook and YouTube. And if you're a podcast listener, and who isn't, right? If you're a podcast listener, you can find KSJE podcasts. They're available for free to download wherever you're listening to podcasts. So check it out and discover a new local program that you may have missed. And speaking of podcasts, you can connect with them on our new KSJE app. It's available wherever you find apps, of course, the App Store and Google Play. Stay connected. You can stream the station. You can get local news, all of our podcasts, and much, much more on the KSJE app, available now. Outside our studios here at San Juan College, it's a partly sunny Monday morning, 73 degrees. At the moment, we're expecting more partly sunny conditions today with a high of 89 degrees in Farmington, 69 overnight tonight, maybe a scattered shower popping up today, 85 and partly sunny skies tomorrow, 86 on Wednesday, more sunshine, 88 on Thursday, sunny and 90 for Friday and Saturday, and warming up to 91 and 93 by early next week. Overnight lows, as you can see, mid to upper 60s. I'll be back with my guests with more right after this on KSJE. KSJE is supported by San Juan Regional Medical Center. The most important ingredients to sustaining health and wellness are the resources and tools that help you live a vibrant and healthy life. At San Juan Regional Medical Center, the goal is to promote health by making sure those resources are available. Find the path to the best life at lifebetterhere.com. San Juan Regional Medical Center. Better is our mission, improving lives through personalized health and care.
KSJE is proud to support Music in the Mountains, the 4-week classical music festival based in Durango, Colorado. Featuring 2025 Jill Ward Conductor in Residence, conductor Daniel Reiskin, and new artistic director, Israeli violinist Vadim Gluzman. Music in the Mountains, July 10th through August 3rd, 2025. Find out more at musicinthemountains.com.
And back in Studio A with me this morning, as I mentioned, our guests from the Central Consolidated School District. Want to welcome all of them to KSJE. Joining us here in the studio, Lisa Renner is here. She is the director of the coordinator, of community schools for the district. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good to have you here. Also joining us this morning in the studio, Ann Cluth Clark is here. She is the director of state and federal programs for the district. Good morning. welcome to you. And also joining us here in the studio is the Director of Operations for Central Consolidated Schools, Rodney Armenta. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have all of you here this morning, and appreciate that very much. Lisa, we're going to start with you a little bit about your position, and so explain to us a little bit about what you do as the coordinator of community schools with Central Consolidated.
Yeah, community schools is a new sort of set of strategies to transform schools, and so the school board in Central and the upper administration have a vision of students having a lot of support and parents' voice and choice being elevated at the schools. And so that's sort of my role. I wrote some grants, and we now have 4 new community schools. So we have 5 total throughout all of the regions in the district. And so we're about to post some jobs for community school facilitators at 5 different schools: Newcomb, Noschitty, Oho, and also in Shiprock at Eva B. So we're very excited. We already had one last year at Kirtland Middle School, who was a great success.
Nice. So you're just expanding what you started or had last year, correct?
We are, yeah. So she has parent support groups for special needs children, for those parents to come together and, break bread together and support each other and learn. And so she also did a lot of community events. So these coordinators, they expand the hours of the school so that schools can be open for families and for children in the evenings and in the weekends, and do things like Just Move It and picnics, and to help reduce isolation and to help students and families engage with the school, because the schools are a big part of the community there. There's not a lot of municipal amenities in Newcomb and Noschitty and Oho, and so the school can serve as that as well. And so we're really excited to expand the opportunities to do that for our families this year.
Congratulations. And all that because of these grants that you've been awarded, it sounds like, right?
Yes, they're from the PED, and so we were awarded that one. And another grant we just wrote, my colleague and I, Dr. Harvey, we wrote one for a family resource center, which is going to be at Kirtland Early Childhood Center.
Okay.
We already have a Head Start classroom there, and one of our parents is teachers, parent educators there. So we have parents as teachers throughout the district, so we have play groups. So if you know anyone prenatal to 5 who wants to join and get some parent education, and also join our play groups where the children are served lunch, and so they'll be really ready for school when it comes time, please reach out to me, because we have openings for those in Shiprock, Newcomb, and in Kirtland. But we're going to start a family resource center there where we're going to co-locate services. We're going to provide parent education and supports for families, and lots of fun activities also for families to come and have some time to build social capital with each other and things like that. So
Nice.
we're really looking forward to it.
And that's going to be happening in the Kirtland area, you said,
It is.
correct?
It is.
And what types of services do you hope to co-locate in that facility?
Yeah, our hope is to co-locate. We're going to have 3 navigators, a director and a secretary ourselves, but that building is huge. It's over by the sheriff's station, and we're hoping to put in some behavioral health and also some physicians. And we're going to do a sort of a needs assessment and find out what families want. Do they want exercise? We have a little place we could have Zumba, we could have meals and cooking demonstrations. So we're really going to, there's a saying that with community schools and family resource centers, if you've seen one, you've seen one. They're all supposed to, they're all supposed to be different, right? What does the community want? Do they want Zumba? Do they want basketball hours? Do they want to learn how to make, healthier foods? I don't know. So it'll be based around what they want, but we're hoping to co-locate some cultural and language preservation services and events, shoe games and things like that to help preserve that, and also different things that the community wants and needs. And so maybe sports physicals. So we're going to be open to providers joining us and making it more accessible, and hopefully branching out. I'm imagining the hub at Kirtland Early Childhood Center, and that these community schools will then be spokes, so that if the service provider wants to go to the community schools room in Newcomb, because transportation can be a big barrier.
Right.
And both of these endeavors are trying their hardest to remove barriers from children accessing school, remove barriers from parents accessing things that would help their children do better in school. If we're going to have a food pantry, we're going to have a clothing closet, so we're really excited.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank
and
you.
Again, these are all grant-funded initiatives, are they not? Right?
They are, yeah. So
Okay.
this is a brand new grant we were just awarded. We're meeting with them today, so it's all new.
Gotcha.
But we're very excited.
And when do you hope to open the resource center? Do you have a date in mind or a time?
We're hoping here in a few months, so maybe September.
Okay.
We'll
All
have a
right.
big party, and we'll hopefully come back and let you know about
There,
it.
there you go. As we say in radio, stay tuned, right? And
Stay
so
tuned for
that's
more,
what
yes.
that's what folks can do. Perfect. Very good. Anything else you wanted to share this morning with your job and the things that you're planning for the new year?
I also help support our social workers, and they have a wonderful job with great children, and we need some more. So I always want to mention that we could use some more social workers. And I also support liaisons, and they do everything. They help students with all kinds of things. And so I wanted to kind of, let you know that we do have liaisons, which not every district has. We have some things in our district. I work with the Intercultural and Community Outreach Department, which is unique to our district.
Right.
I haven't heard of that in a lot of other districts, and so we
So
do a lot.
what's the job
to
of a
help support
liaison?
families.
I'm just curious about that.
Oh, yeah. So they deliver things for families. They go out to homes whenever they need to deliver paperwork to be signed.
I see.
If they've done a Zoom or something, they'll take kids home. They have the ability to transport children, and they're sort of a jack of all trades. They're really wonderful to have as
Nice.
a resource for our district.
Very much so. And the Central School District is such a geographically vast district that
It
I think it's
is.
really important to have those other services and unique services that you don't find everywhere else either.
No, you're right. It's over 3,000 square miles. It's huge. And so we're
Right.
covering a lot of ground, and some of it's, at times impassable for different vehicles. And so it's
Yeah.
a whole thing. And so we're really lucky to have those ladies, that Rachel and Robin, that go out and do all that work for us.
Very true, very
Mm-hmm.
true. But you still have openings in other areas, so folks can check out the website, I'm sure, and
Yeah, and we'll be
get the
posting for all
details.
those other new jobs. So we want to recruit people that want to come and do this good work with us.
Okay, very good. Glad that you're here. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you, Scott.
And let's move on to our other guests. Ann Cluth Clark is here and talking about state and federal programs. And so you have a lot of things coming up as well that you want to let folks know about, which is exciting for the start of the new school year, and even some things before the summer ends, I think, too, right?
Yes, good morning.
Talk to me a little bit about those.
So we will continue to have preschool programs funded by New Mexico Pre-K.
Right.
But the big announcement is that at some of our schools, and I'll tell you which ones in just a second, we will also have 3-year-olds. So we will have 4-year-old Pre-K at all of our sites, but we will also at Nashchitty Elementary, Newcomb, Najoni, and Judy Nelson Elementary have 3-year-old Pre-K openings for typically developing 3-year-olds. So that's new. So if you have a 3-year-old, go to your school site, if you're in those school areas, those
Right.
school boundaries, and please register.
Got you. And these are free
They're
services
free
for
services.
these parents, right?
They're
These
free.
families?
They're full day. You'll have your child will have breakfast and lunch. We provide busing. It's a fun and safe environment. We have highly qualified teachers licensed by the state of New Mexico. And like I said, they're full day.
Right?
So that's super exciting for us to have 3-year-olds this year.
Yeah. And
At
you
just
haven't
those 4 sites.
been able to offer that before, so
We
this
were
is
not.
new. Gotcha.
Yep. So we're excited that we were granted that with the New Mexico Pre-K grant.
Very good. And you have a certain number of slots available for these children. I'm sure you won't be able to accept all of them. I'm sure
That's
you wish
correct.
you could, but
So for 4-year-olds at our sites at Eva B. Stokely, Mesa, Kirtland, and Ojo, those sites and Kirtland Elementary can take up to 24-year-olds.
Okay.
So get there, get there, get there.
Right.
And then at the sites that have a mixed classroom with 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds, the population is 16 kids, 8 4-year-olds and 8 typically developing 3-year-olds.
gotcha.
So this is a big adventure for us, and we are looking forward to having you trust us with your children. And if you're looking for somewhere where your child to go, because sometimes finding daycare is really
Right.
hard to do.
Sure,
And not
exactly.
that we're daycare, we're
Right.
full education, a full preschool, but somewhere for your child to go if you're working or busy during the day.
Good point. And to have it in these other rural areas of the district, I think, is really important as well for parents and families and things like that to think about. And so, and I think the state is really showing that they are putting a lot of resources into early childhood education and pre-K
Yes,
and
they
some of
are.
these things as well, which is where I assume some of this funding is coming
Yep,
from, if not
New
all of
Mexico-
it.
Yes, New Mexico Pre-K is grant funded, and it just got repassed.
Right.
with Plenty of money.
Right.
So we rewrote our grant this year. It was up, and
And there's a lot of data about kids and preschool and pre-K and what those
certainly
types of
is.
things do for them to help them get ready for kindergarten and things along that line too,
Yeah.
isn't there?
there certainly is. All the data shows that Pre-K for 3-year-olds and 4-year-olds helps students all through school.
Nice.
So we're
And-
excited about that.
Right, and as you said, these sessions, these classrooms have qualified teachers from the state and licensed with the state of New Mexico. And so in addition to just having a good time, I know how you sneak in some learning there too, all days, right?
Yes.
So
there's all learning in a play-based setting.
Right. So there's a lot of that as well.
And we are also excited.
Go ahead. I was just going to ask you.
To share that we are offering back-to-school supplies. You don't have to go to a location to pick them up when school starts. Our district, thankfully, we were given some Title I money in order to buy school supplies for all of the students in our district. So I know
grades, all students,
all grades,
wow.
K through 12 will
Okay.
be given the basic school supplies.
Okay.
So you will still need to check with your school if they need a special calculator or they need something special for a special class.
Okay.
But the basic school supplies like crayons and markers, colored pencils, erasers, scissors, rulers, paper, the basics will be provided at your school. I've seen postings on, and this has been, thank you to our dear Jared, our public information officer.
Right.
He's been posting it everywhere.
Getting the word out.
Yep, getting the word out. I know this weekend is the big tax-free weekend, so just rest assured you can purchase less because
Right.
at school your student will have most of their supplies.
Very exciting. Well, that's got to be a great thing for parents to hear, and I guess maybe to check and see what's covered under this program and what the students will get
Yep.
from their schools. And if there's extra stuff, that's what you can go out and shop and pay no
Correct.
pay no
And
sales tax on
the
groceries
what
tax.
is going to be, I'm sorry to talk over you.
That's all right.
There's, what's going to be provided is posted on our website and also at your schools. They will know what will be provided, and they'll have a list if there's extra things that you need.
Got you. And again, this is all grades,
All grades.
all supplies, all basic supplies that they would need
K
in their
through 12,
schools. Got you. Very exciting. Very good. And what else are you working on? Is there something else that we needed to share this morning?
Title I also has Save the Children, which is sort of like Parents as Teachers.
Uh-huh.
And we're always looking for children. It's kind of a co-program with with
Parents as Teachers.
Parents as Teachers. And we provide services at different schools than Lisa does, but it's again birth to 5 for playtime and social time, and we feel like it's the more that we can provide to students, young students, to get them ready for school, the better.
Right. And so these are programs for students, not necessarily parents of students.
Students
both?
and parents.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. And then again, I just work in federal programs with the title grants. We are good today.
Okay.
And that's all I wish to say about that.
That's all right. I think that's very diplomatic of you to say that. But exciting to hear some of the things that are coming up as we get closer to the school year, because it's going to be starting here pretty soon, I think, for your school and other districts around the state. And so I know folks are going to be getting out there and doing some shopping and for the things that their students will be needing. So that's important.
Correct.
So very good. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
here as well. You bet. Last but certainly not least, Rodney Armenta is here. He is the new Director of Operations for the Central Consolidated School District, and that includes a lot of things. You were going through the departments, and so talk to me a little bit about everything that you are now overseeing, if you will, with this job.
Well, thank you very much for having us this morning, Scott. And yes, our department, as far as the operations, we collaborate a lot with every department within the school district. And it's so nice to be able to have the conversations with the departments and learn and help for the students and for their future.
Sure.
We overseeing the maintenance department, we oversee 16 schools and all the support buildings. And we have 540 acres of grounds that we take care of, 1.7 million square feet of facilities that are actually under the maintenance. We oversee the transportation, all of our buses, our bus drivers, our food services, all the kitchens. And that's a real big push on our kitchen side is we have a third-party company that we use for nutrition, which is Southwest Food Service company, Southwest Food Excellence. They partnered with us a few years back, and they really help with writing our menus and making sure that we're adhering to the state and to what making sure our children are eating nutritious meals and balanced meals.
Right.
So also with that, we oversee a housing department which has 129 teacher houses throughout the Navajo Nation to recruit, to bring in teachers, to bring in them quality, hard to find, especially with the housing market. Even in the Kirtland area, we have,
Sure.
We have Ojo Amarillo that's there, and it's on part of the reservation here. So we We actually have the 5 departments: the construction, all the new construction, the maintenance, the housing, the transportation. It all ties back into each department, and we're very fortunate to be able to work. Our staff, our maintenance team, we're dedicated. We want to provide very safe and learning environments that the children and when people come, they notice that our facilities are upkept, the sporting, the fields, the basketball courts, making sure that it's inviting to the public and to the parents.
Sure, very much so. Excuse me. You mentioned the housing, which is another unique aspect, I think, of the Central School District. Pardon me. Not every school district offers teacher housing, and for some of your more maybe remote locations, and that's a really important thing. I imagine that's helped with recruitment in some of these schools to be able to offer housing to your employees.
Oh yes, sir.
And
very
to keep
much.
them maintained and
Oh,
available,
yeah.
right?
No, for sure, and it has, and as we've moved forward, and we're working close with the state and with the public school facility to make sure that when funding is available, that we're reaching out, because they have helped on some of we've built new housing. We're having some
Sure.
new developments within Shiprock,
Right.
and we want to move further south. We have Noshjiti and Newcomb that are in dire need as well. We have currently, we have some homes that are vacant, but we're remodeling and making sure that they're up to the conditions, that new flooring, new paint. We have 2 and 3 bedroom homes that are available, and that it is a huge benefit for being remote and on the Navajo Nation to be able to recruit and use that as a good tool to be able to do that.
Right, I would think so. Are there any other big construction projects that you are looking at coming up or underway already?
Well, the major one that we've been working on for quite a while is the Newcomb Elementary, a new school that's coming down to Newcomb.
Right.
And we're making sure that all of our elements are together and that every I is dotted and T's are crossed. And so that's a big project. It's been on the radar for quite some time. We've had public meetings about it, and so we're very excited. We're moving forward. We're just making sure that we're doing our due diligence to make sure that we're good stewards of what we're in control of and spending the money wisely and making sure we're prepared. That's a big build. It's remote, and we're going to make sure and get the proper team ready to tackle that.
Gotcha. Very good.
And plus, we're getting some new buses coming to the transportation. We got help with that. Our transportation department's always looking for bus drivers. So if there's anybody out there,
gonna ask you about that.
Yes, sir. We're always looking for bus drivers, and we have routes where we drive the routes. We're constantly looking. It is remote. I mean, we really, really, really are in need of bus drivers. So if anybody's out there and knows anybody, it's on the website. They can go to Central Consolidated Schools and be a part of a team and be a part of something that's really, giving back to the community.
Right. Again, geographically large district, 3,000 square miles, as we heard, and so that's a lot of miles on your buses and a lot of important miles for your drivers to get out to those remote locations to pick up those kids and get them back to and from school safely. Pardon me, but that's kind of the idea, and so that's what they're able to do. Anything? What else you've got working on here?
Right now, you had mentioned some of the construction projects. We had finished up the running track in Kirtland, and we had done the track in Shiprock. We know we got the third one down in Newcomb. We put new turf on all the football fields. We're all of our grass fields are still on irrigation, some on domestic watering, so we're still mowing, and the grounds department is doing a fabulous job. The new sports complex there in Kirtland for the youth, for the Kirtland community. The Kirtland Lower Valley Baseball Association has leased our facility and have had numerous tournaments, and it's a great facility for Little League Baseball. We're trying to get some more softball coming in.
Okay.
We know that's huge. We're just really, really proud of being able to offer those facilities, and the kids don't have to worry about picking up the ball. Goat heads in it. We've made very, very good strides in making a nice facility.
Nice, very cool. And having those partnerships, I guess, too, is really important as well, right? with the school district and other groups maybe to share those facilities and things?
Oh, yes, sir. The community and the public, that's really been a real big focus, is trying to make sure that the community involvement and feeling that they're part of it, because, they have access and the upkeep, and they do, and they're doing their part to make sure to protect, the investment. It's their investment as well. So
Right.
we're really proud of that. We got the new sports lighting at all the baseball and softball fields. It's very beautiful. It's nice to hear the students that have said, I've been wanting to play under the lights and finally going to get that opportunity. So it's good to see that. It's good to see the success in the kids' faces, and to see that you're fulfilling a lot of the promises and goals that we had set to do. So
Yeah.
we have a plan, we have a master plan, we have a 5-year plan. And so we're making sure that we want to make sure that our facilities, that the classroom, the environment, and everything, when people come here, they know that Central Consolidated School, we're committed, and we're committed to that.
Nice, very good. Any other job openings besides bus drivers that folks could find on the website in your department?
I appreciate you for bringing that up. I know we were always looking for kitchen staff, cooks. They have to have a food safe serve, a food handler's license
Right.
for the state and for the Navajo Nation. So if there's any individuals out there that may be interested in the food services career, we have 14 kitchens throughout our 16 schools. We have there's always openings in the food services, and just throughout the maintenance department. I know there's always, with a district as large as ours, and with the amount of people, we have some rollover with retirement.
Sure.
People we have the years of combined service that we have. We can't keep them forever, and we wish, but we have a lot of retirements, and so just keep an eye out on the website that there are definitely openings within the operations department.
Okay.
And we definitely welcome people to apply.
Very good. We're just about out of time, and so is there anything else with your department that you wanted to share this morning about some upcoming things that you've got working on?
Well, I believe I just want to make sure that your listeners know that the main focus for our kitchens is nutrition and health, and SFE, their acronym for Southwest Food Excellence. They are a huge partner with us, and we're looking to really promote what we're doing with the breakfast programs, the snack programs, and the lunches. So we have it for the state of New Mexico. They're free lunches, and we want to continue that. And we're not gonna. Our companies do not cut corners, and we provide the best meals possible for these students. So just we appreciate your time, and thank you for letting us give our updates.
Yeah, of
And
course.
I think that's it for the operations department.
Okay, all right. Well, we're glad that you all came in. Now you've made me hungry, Rodney, so now I'm going to have to go get breakfast later on, but that's okay. But it's great to have you all here to talk about all the work that you all do at the Central Consolidated School District. Again, I know the school year will be starting up pretty soon, probably sooner than I realize, but not you all, because you're all planning for it. But it's great to have you all here to get an update. I appreciate it very much. Thanks for coming in this morning, all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. My guest this morning here with me on KSJE from the Central Consolidated School District.
A big, beautiful bill, but not for batteries.